Team Sport Volleyball, Performance Task Number 4. What is volleyball? Volleyball is a team sport in which two teams of 6 players are separated by a net. Each team tries to score points by grounding a ball on the other team's court under organized rules. It has been a part of the official program of the Summer Olympic Games since Tokyo 1964. Who invented volleyball? The Greater Holyoke YMCA's physical director, William Morgan, invented volleyball in 1895 in Holyoke, Massachusetts. The Greater Holyoke YMCA continued to run adult volleyball leagues. The game was unveiled at a physical directors conference room at the International YMCA Training School, and now it is Springfield College in 1896. Dimensions and facilities in volleyball. History. Morgan's original game used the rubber bladder out of a basketball as the first volleyball, which was hit over a badminton net that was suspended 6.5 feet off the ground. The court was divided into two 25-foot square halves, and each team was allowed to have as many as players as could fit on the court. Volleyball is a basic game that requires only a ball, a net, and a flat court to play. Spherical ball of 65 to 67 centimeter circumference. It is made of leather or any synthetic material and weight to 260 to 280 grams. Volleyballs are available in various colors. However, for international tournaments, FIVB approved balls should only be used. Net post or net pole. Volleyball nets also have two small poles that stick above the net. These poles are placed directly above the sidelines to indicate a vertical boundary. A player must pass the ball over the net side, not the net inside rather, of the two poles as well. Volleyball courts or volleyball courts are flat, horizontal playing surfaces sized for all game of volleyball. Indoor volleyball court surfaces are required to be made of resilient wood flooring or poured with a synthetic urethane. The size of an indoor volleyball court is the same as an outdoor court. Volleyball court dimensions. Volleyball courts are regulated at 18 meters in length and a width of 19 meters. Attack lines divided to front and back rows are marked 3 meters parallel to the net. Free zones at a minimum of 9 to 10 or 3 meters are required around the entirety of the court with generous clearance up to 5 meters on the sides and 6.5 meters in the back. Regulation indoor volleyball court dimensions remain the same whether you are playing international, collegiate, or club volleyball. The regulation court dimensions for high school are slightly different. Net heights are different for men's, women's volleyball, seating, juniors, and recreation volleyball. Sports imports has made it easy to determine what volleyball court dimensions and volleyball net heights are required to meet the regulations set by the FIVB on NCAA, NFHS, and USA Volleyball. Boundary lines mark the perimeter of the court. The end lines mark the length or the court, and the sidelines to mark the width of the court. The attack line is the line that separates the front court, the area near the net, and the back court, the area between the attack line and the end line. The service area is the area beyond the service line where players serve the ball. Players' positions. A match is played by two teams of 6 players, which is in the same men's volleyball or women's volleyball. Positions in volleyball. Setter. The setter is the main contributor to the offense of the volleyball team. One of the requirements of the setter is having a delicate touch to set the ball perfectly for one of the attacking players. Communication is extremely important for the setter because they need to get the rest of the players on the same page. Without the setter, there will not be hard spikes or technical ball movement. The outside hitter. The outside hitter is also known as the left side hitter and is the lead attacker in the offensive strategy. To be a successful outside hitter, you must be able to jump high, be quick on your feet, and be ready to adapt to different situations. The volleyball won't always be placed where the outsider hitter would like, so they need to be prepared for hits from a variety of places. The opposite hitter, also known as the right side hitter. These players need to be a perfect balance of both offensive and defensive strategy. They will also get many opportunities to hit the volleyball. So, similar to the outside hitter, jumping ability is vital. The main difference that sets the opposite hitter apart is their defensive responsibility. Being able to receive the serve from the opposing team is just one of the many requirements of this specialized position. Middle blocker. The middle blocker, sometimes known as the middle hitter, is the tallest player on the volleyball team. Their main role for the team is being the first line of defense against the opposing team's hits. The middle blocker needs to read the other team's attacker to quickly raise his or her arms above the net in a blocking attempt. However, this is not a defense only position. The middle blocker will have a chance for a quick points throughout the set. The libero. The libero can become confusing for non-volleyball players. They can only play on the back row of the court, and because of this are the ideal person to receive a hit from the opposite team. They are set rules the libero needs to follow, such as not attacking the ball at the net, playing a set for an attacker from the front, and more. You can always tell a libero apart from the rest of the team because they wear a different colored jersey. The defensive specialist. The thing that sets the defensive specialist apart from other volleyball positions is their ability to substitute out any players on the court. This will count against the team's total of 12 substitutions. The defensive specialist traditionally focuses on ball control and passing and works well with the libero. The serving specialist. A serving specialist is a player who subs in just two serve. These players typically have a very tough and very consistent serve, and they come in for a player who is less strong behind the service line, but otherwise very valuable to have on the court as an offensive or defense threat.